Good afternoon. Very short video. Just thought I'd pop it down to the shed and get a few more bits and pieces. And I thought I'd cover off a few Grumman cats today. So I've got a couple of Skymax F8F Bearcats. So one completely tooled up there, sort of post-war, and you've got the Blue Angels F8F as well, and a couple of big burly Hellcats. So I've got the Mark II Fleet Air Arm Hellcat from 1945, and this one here, which is a Dragon, which I'm always banging on about, the Dragon F6F5 Hellcat Mincy 2 from the USS Essex, ironically, of all places. So just thought I'd get these out there, a bit obscure and a bit different to what we usually cover on the Corgi side. So we'll start with the Hellcat, because obviously the Bearcat was his successor. So the Hellcat, this one here, is a Hobby Master version. So Hobby Master, as we know, are affiliated with Skymax, which we'll get to in a minute. Probably more renowned now for their jet aircraft than are their World War II. They do some fantastic prop aircraft, including this and the Dauntless, the Avenger as well, which is really, really nice. So they also did the Predators range for Corgi a few years back, when they did the Avengers, Starfighters, Hellcats for them, and they did some really nice models for them. I don't know why Corgi let Hobby Master do it, but there you go, it's one of them things. So this one's a Fleet Air Arm example, as you can see, with the lack of red on the roundels there to distinguish it from being an Allied aircraft rather than a Japanese one. Again, beautiful scheme, nice finish. They're really heavy on the panel lines. Real detail in the aircraft as well. And what's really nice with the Hobby Master range is that they can do open cockpits as well. I've lost a little pilot; he's gone somewhere. God knows, probably popped off to the loo or something. But really nice looking scheme as well. It's nice to have a Fleet Air Arm example. I've got another one in the shed as well, an all black Hellcat Night Fighter, which is a gorgeous model as well, plus all the Corgi Predator range. Nice, really nice looking aircraft, as you can see, big burly aircraft as well. Unfortunately, we haven't got one in Europe anymore. It's the last one from the fighter collection, left for Rod Lewis in Texas a couple of years back. I think it's still in bits and pieces at Breckenridge being rebuilt. So it's really missed. The big cat displays at Flying Legends over the years were fantastic to watch. So the other one I've got, just for a little bit of contrast, was the F6F5 Hellcat Mincy 2 from the USS Essex, and this is a Dragon Wings one. So I'm always banging on about Dragon Wings, much missed. The detail on these are fantastic as well. Again, real detail on the panel lines. It's very little difference actually if you look at the aircraft together. You wouldn't know the different manufacturers. No, I had a real nightmare getting the down undercarriage in on these ones. Been a real pain in the bum. I've not even bothered trying to get the aerials and other ordnance on there because it just pings everywhere. It's a pain in the bum. But yeah, Dragon Wings, really, really good manufacturer. Don't come up very often anymore, and they do fetch a pretty penny. Well worth looking at their P-51 Mustangs and P-47 Thunderbolts. Fantastic aircraft, and probably the best in their range. So onto the Hellcat successor, which turned up a little bit too late in the war, and that's the F8F Bearcat. So these are made by a company called Skymax, and Skymax are basically Hobby Master, but they do the more obscure aircraft like the Devastator and the Bearcat and the Tempest 5. Jet Provost as well, which they've done as Strike Masters. Really nice models, real detail in them. And the F8F Bearcat is a wonderful aircraft to watch. For those who've been to Duxford over the years, seeing Stephen Gray or Nick Gray performing this, or Pete Kinsey even performing this, usually alongside a Sea Fury nowadays. Fantastic power. These are the absolute epitome of piston aircraft, the real powerhouses. Unfortunately, they turned up a little bit too late for the World War II, but I know they certainly went to Korea in 1950 for the carriers there. I don't know how successful. I know the French used them in Indochina as well, and they had quite a bit of success with them. This aircraft is a 1946 aircraft, a VF-17 aircraft. But yeah, really nice with the ordnance all sort of tucked in underneath. Surprising how much it can hold. Good detailed undercarriage as well, with gear doors, which are a little bit fiddly to fit. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with an open cockpit, the Skymax one, but wonderful looking aircraft, I'm sure you agree. And the other one I've got out anyhow. I mean, I've got about 6 in the shed. Is the Blue Angels aircraft. So I know Blue Angels originally used Hellcats and then moved on to these guys. I know I've used obviously Phantoms over the years and now on the F18s. It would have been a spectacle to see 6 of these together, that's for sure. It would have made a hell of a lot of noise, that's for sure. But yeah, just a little bit of an overview there, just to give you an idea of what other sort of obscure things you can get outside of Corgi. But yeah, some nice aircraft, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.